you're okay.
Vanquish darkness!
Hands in the wind! Air thrust!
Here I go!
Air thrust!
Frozen rend!
Air thrust! These lips can make rings around us! Divine strength!
Bloody howling! You picked the wrong fight!
Here goes!
By the power of water! Gemini Ultra!
Air thrust!
Leave them smelling to me. Yeah! And pummeling to me!
Lunar blast! Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Pierce evil!
Azure Storm!
Freeze Lancer!
Double Demon Fang! We did it!
Dance
As
in the
impressive
wind!
as always.
Air thrust!
Where I
Magic
hope that
advance!
was improved.
No,
I mean, you're even better than ever.
I've never seen Xion actually look flustered.
Small, but a victory nonetheless. We have a long way yet to go.
I won't forgive you!
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Arch requires complete focus!
You're mine! Win! You picked the wrong fight!
Air thrust! If they rush you, you gotta jump for cover, okay? Thanks for the healing.
Watch me, okay?
Yeah, you too.
Mega Red!
Do it! Kisara, frozen!
Hammer!
Dance!
I have no limits!
Hold on to your arms. Here I come!
Lunar corruption!
Blah, 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 air thrust!
I'll burn it all! Flaming pillar! Fire! Rising wiper!
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Magic
You picked the wrong fight!
Air thrust! Vanquish!
I've been doing really great lately.
We seem to have come across something a little... Brace yourself! This one's tough!
Dance in the wind! Dance around us!
Sword Alpha!
Air thrust!
Eternal devastation!
Air thrust! Don't mind if I do! Is that statue wielding art? Now I've
Can't
seen
get out of
everything!
this! Pesky airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a
I
job
am
for
not
yours
beyond
truly!
fury!
In here!
Here's evil!
A banana! Let's go!
Dragon
Air
Sword!
thrust!
Behold! The Earth pulse! Tectonic vision!
Astral energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Well done!
On your knees!
Ready to go!
Blah, 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 air thrust!
Not today!
Vanquish darkness! Divine strength!
I'm ready!
Alpin! Astral energy!
Say no more! On your knees!
Dance in the wind!
Rising wiper!
Air thrust!
Catcher!
None shall escape my judgment!
Swallow blade!
Was that a new skill I saw back there?
Indeed. Well, sort of. Actually, it's a family staple harkening back 8 generations.
Maybe you can just write all this down?
Let's dispose of the trash.
Dance in the wind! In here!
Mega
Take this!
Sleep
None
now.
shall escape my
More from the
judgment.
stockpile. Cyclone! You get the gist. Air thrust! This one's mine! Divine streak! Go! Not in your dreams!
I'm ready!
Air Beyond! Astral energy! Full throttle! A flawless victory! Dance in the wind! Naturally!
Take this!
Vanquish darkness!
Finish it!
Alpin! Astral energy!
Say no more! The astral energy was incredible!
I gave it everything I had!
Gotta break through!
Dance in the wind!
Come and
Feel.
face me!
More for the stockpile! Annihilation! Sleep now! This will come in handy!
Win!
Cyclone!
You picked the wrong fight!
Vanquish darkness!
In your deck,
Divine streak!
Then tonight's meal is on you. Look up! What's your neck?
You get the gist. Air thrust! Hold on to your arms.
Too fast!
Here I come!
Stand back! I'll trip it up!
Not in your dreams! Annihilation! Divine streak! I never miss! Blah blah blah! Air thrust! Blah blah blah! Divine streak! A freezing storm! Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Flaming thrust! This one's over! Flaming thrust! Eat dirt!
Dance here! Air
Step back! This one's all law!
Poodle, shake off that water.
Let's see what you've got. Come one, come all!
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Raging cascade!
Take this! Take this!
Your wings won't save you from me! Divine streak!
Flying freaks! Why can't they just sit still? Shion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done! Art expert coming through! Here's an air thrust! Not on my watch! First aid! Divine!
Astral arts?
That's my cue!
Shut them down!
You get the gist! Divine streak! I never miss this! Divine streak! Lunar corruption! Far enough! You get the gist!
Finish it!
Kisara frozen!
Hammer!
Radiant spear!
I've been doing really great lately.
Out of our way! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Air
Hold nothing
thrust!
back!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Here I come! Here!
Where are you going? Divine streak! Arch sealed!
I can carve through armor! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Dance in the
Prepare
wind!
to be seized,
Air
O
thrust!
fleet of
Blah,
foes.
blah, blah!
Actually,
Air
perhaps
thrust!
found is
Blah,
more
blah, blah!
appropriate.
Less talking, more doing! Blah, blah, blah! Divine!
Nicely done.
Go no further!
Swallow blade!
Air thrust! Strike!
Nothing gets by
Here's
me.
evil! Bring it!
I shall provide assistance.
Divine strength!
No further!
Do it!
Dragon
Domain!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around! There!
Certainly not.
Vanquish darkness! Here, let me help! Seal!
Anything in armor is all mine.
Crescent flash!
Divine strength!
Where you go?
Bestow thy mystic mercy.
Divine
Eat dirt!
Divine strength! Not on my watch!
I'm ready!
Dion, astral energy! Full throttle!
A flawless victory.
Mercy.
Naturally!
Fairy circle.
Raging cascade! Instant!
I'll thank you.
Magic is there! Air thrust!
Do not!
You get the gist! Divine strength!
Finish it!
Sorry. I didn't want to put you out.
Our superiority was undeniable.
It feels invigorating to dominate a battle.
I was certain I saw you yawn.
Come now, I'm certainly not that relaxed.
I'm not afraid.
In the water's edge, I see but for a moment one Ganeth Haros.
I hate to break it to you, man. Armored soldiers!
Some of Volron's former guards. Let's take them out quick before things get messy.
All glory unto Volron!
Lay down your arms, and no one has to get hurt.
Silence! Traitors like you shall never walk free!
I knew you were stubborn, but you don't have to be so damn dramatic.
Hold here!
Save you!
Divine strength! Don't mind if I do. Mountain, astral energy!
Say no more!
Got it!
Well done!
I'll take you all on!
Vanquish darkness! Here's a healing arc!
Where are you going?
Double demon flag!
Divine freezing thrust! Air thrust! Vanquish darkness!
Won't decide who you're
I didn't want to put you out.
No point here!
Depend on me.
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Dance in the ready to go! Deny! Air thrust! Blah blah blah! Air thrust! Blah blah blah! Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air
Time to
thrust!
let it
You
rip.
all!
It's go time!
I don't know what I can do without you.
Dance in the wind!
Perhaps now isn't the time?
I really don't.
Sleep now! More for the stockpile! Dance in the wind! Feel! I'll be saving this one! Blah blah blah! Magic!
I'm ready.
Blade!
Benediction.
Not on my watch!
Here I come!
This one's all mine.
Divine strength! What's with the hole here? Is that supposed to be their hideout?
It doesn't look like it's freshly dug, whatever it is. Maybe it's the entrance to a path to Cyslodia. Everything all right?
Hmm? Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Let's go.
Step back! This one's all law!
Tell me, Alphen, wherever did you learn how to wield a sword?
I was wondering the same thing too, actually. I'm guessing you knew how to fight before you met the Crimson Crows, right?
I used to be a soldier who served a Danon master. I never saw the guy's face, but I still fought for him because he was my employer. Looking back, it wasn't all that different from being a slave.
A Danon master? That must have been before the Renans brought you to Lenegis 300 years ago.
You must fight using real Danon techniques then.
Really? We used to have our own sword arts?
There's a lot of our own history we've lost since the Renans first invaded. It's not all magic and art. I'm sure it includes things like sword styles too. It's incredible and also a little surreal to see those arts still survive after all this time.
Not only that, but I first learned these moves while serving one ruler, only to end up turning my sword on the ruling class altogether. Pretty ironic when you think about it.
I apologize if I dredged up unfortunate memories for you.
Nah, we're good. It's in the past now. All we ever did in those days was stir up trouble.
You're using those skills for a good cause now. It's not all bad.
I suppose this is what people mean when they say that every cloud has its silver lining.
Exactly. He's using those sword skills to make the world better. Could be a lot worse.
True enough. I will stop worrying about mentioning it then. This place is rather gloomy.
Why don't you lighten the mood for us while we're here then?
I'll see what I can do.
No wonder we couldn't manage to find them. They've been holed up here all this time, hiding.
The remnants of Volron's forces. You think they were planning an ambush on Pelagian?
Possibly. Then again, knowing how blind their devotion is, maybe they were just waiting.
Waiting? For Volron, you mean?
Even though we already defeated him? But yes, I suppose you're right. For these guys, that would just be a technicality. They act more like worshippers than subjects. They're probably still in denial that he was overthrown in the first place.
Either that, or they were biding their time until the next crown contest. Either way, their allegiance is to their lord.
Who they're convinced and expectant will return. So in the meantime, they wait patiently in preparation for the day that he finally does. That's way more than just loyalty. It's no less than total subjugation.
You got company! Air thrust!
Burn in hell!
Air thrust! shall feel you when you stand. I'll never miss. Air thrust. Do it, Shion. Astral energy. Full throttle. A flawless victory. Dance in the wind. Naturally.
Prepare to be sealed, oh Jesus, of course. Actually, perhaps armed is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing. Vanquish darkness. Finish it. Divine streak. Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
You've noticed it, haven't you?
Notice what?
I'm referring to Shion.
I never thought you, of all people, would come to me about her.
Yes, well, what concerns me has more to do with what machinations may be currently unfolding in secret on Lenegis as we make our way along this tunnel.
And you're saying it's related to Shion in some way?
Perhaps. She believed there was a good possibility that the Renis Alma may free her from her thorns. One would think after losing the Renis Alma, she would be more dismayed, and yet she isn't. Why? There's also the matter of the power that she inherited from...
You heard what she said. She didn't know about the Maiden's power.
Mere ignorance does not preclude her deep connection to the events unfolding around us. You recall when her thorns went rampant in Castle Delpharis. I've never seen dark astral energy manifest in such a way.
I thought you said all Renans had dark astral energy inside of them.
Correct. However, what Shion exhibited was far beyond what any ordinary citizen could ever possibly possess. Let me be clear. I do not intend to cast doubt on Shion, or her motives. Nevertheless, I cannot shake the feeling that there's more to all of this than what we currently know. Do you disagree?
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Air thrust! Here goes! Sprint! I can shatter any steel! Divine streak!
Pesky airborne scoundrel!
Sounds like a job for yours truly! Divine streak! Blazing storm! Divine streak!
Finish it!
I'm ready! Zara! Frozen!
Hammer! Knows I missed the take this!
Instant!
No
Here's a
further!
heal win!
Mirage!
First aid! Raging cascade!
Finish it! Here I come!
Hold on!
Step back! This one's all law!
It's obvious that people used to go through here in order to get to the other realms.
You think Volron really did seal it off to keep it hidden then?
Seems like it. Those soldiers we encountered might have known about it, chosen to hide out here.
But with the entrance collapsed and exposed, they must have been forced to come out of hiding.
I won't forgive you!
Come and face me!
Air thrust! Air thrust!
Bloody howling!
Air thrust!
This
They
one's
may
mine!
look cute and stuff, but they're vicious! Don't mind if I do. Here I go.
Got flyers!
I've got this. Let him march with you. Shion, astral energy, full throttle. A flawless victory. Naturally.
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Air thrust.
Yeah, and the puzzle is to me!
Divine streak. Do it. Alpin, astral energy.
Say no more! Azure Storm!
Dance in the wind. Air thrust. Magic advance. Air thrust.
So weak.
Quit pushing yourself and get behind us!
I'll be right as rain in no time.
This one's all mine!
Reload. Here, let me help.
You're mine!
Vanquish
I'm not
darkness.
done!
Radiant
Devastation!
Hey! I'm pretty lucky.
one, come on!
Here's a healing art!
Resonate with the earth!
Vanquish darkness!
Soaring like
Dance in the wind! Here's a healing art! Here's our expert coming through!
Flying free! Why can't they just sit still?
Shia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done! Blah blah blah! Air thrust! Blah blah blah! Air thrust! It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire! Searing tempest!
show thy mystic
Wheels
glory.
in the wind!
An
Air!
astral
I can't hold on! That's my cue! Here I go!
Shut him down!
Blah blah blah! Air thrust!
Raging Lunar can't get out of this!
Do it!
As impressive as always.
Here I hope there was
Don't mind if I
No,
do.
I mean, you're even better than ever.
I've never seen Xion actually look
Sorry.
flustered.
I didn't want to put you out.
friends form, but we
You
can't
get
depend
the
on
gist.
one another.
Divine
You're right.
strength!
I'll bear that in mind.
Blah blah blah! Air thrust! Far enough! You get the gist. Divine strength! Do it! Alpin! Astral energy!
Say no more!
I must keep striving.
You can ease off yourself.
Pot calls the kettle black.
Good advice for all of us, to be honest.
I see supplies and other signs people were living here. Even Zoogle cages.
Definitely looks like this is where the remnants of Volron's forces hold themselves up. Yeah.
They were hiding in a place like this all along. I've got a really bad feeling about this. Air thrust! Air thrust!
Raising you apart! Be careful, everyone! This one isn't normal!
Here, let me help! Divine streak! First ring!
Looks like you came to my rescue again.
You need to be careful. With the blazing sword, and with my thorn.
I'm ready!
Shion, I shall ensure you survive this.
Divine streak!
Benediction light.
Freezing
I've
these
used too
enemies'
much.
arts to me!
No complaints here!
Sleep now. More for the stockpile!
As impressive as always.
Here I hope there was
No, I mean, you're even better than ever.
I've never seen Xion actually look flustered. Vanquish darkness! Divine strength! This one's mine!
Stay away from my friend! Finish it!
Not on my watch!
Pierce through!
Divine strength!
Swallow blade! Sword ray
Blah blah
out!
blah! Air thrust!
Ready and
Burn!
You get the gist! Divine strength! Reload!
I can carve through armor!
Flame of
My
fury! Divine
deliverance!
thrust!
Laser spear! Step back! This one's all law!
And thus our... strength yet grows.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Dance in
Damn
the
it!
wind! Air thrust! Air thrust! Air thrust! Are those arms even natural?
Take this!
Here I come!
Air thrust! Healing circle! Ready to go!
Why'd you heal me?
Denied! Our expert coming through!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Blah blah blah! Air thrust! Gotcha! You get the gist! Air thrust! Here I go! You get
Not
the gist!
today!
Divine strength!
Demon Fang! Finish it!
Take this!
Demon Fang!
Vanquish darkness!
Thanks, Shia.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry.
Air thrust!
I'll do better.
Raging cascade! Air thrust! I never miss! You get the gist. Divine Streak! Zora frozen!
Hammer!
Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
I don't know when it happened, but we sure are hauling a lot of stuff these days.
I was just thinking the exact same thing. Glad to hear I'm not the only one.
We should probably clear some stuff out, like our old weapons we're not using anymore. They must be in pretty bad shape by now.
No way. Those are still good as new with a little polishing. If anything, I'd say all our armor is what's weighing us down.
But that armor's also still good once you fix it up. Besides, better to have too much armor than too little. You can trust me on that one.
Well, what about all these dumb old antiques we're lugging around? If we sell those off, that should lighten our load.
Simpletons such as yourself who can't appreciate the true worth of such things is how precious art vanishes from history.
Pretty art's not gonna save you in a fight, man.
Stop it, you guys! This is no time to...
All I really meant to say is, you can tell how much we've been through by everything we're carrying around. Honestly, that's all.
Oh.
My deepest apologies. It appears that I may have rather overreacted.
Yeah, I guess it's only natural we'd have so many souvenirs by now. I might have been out of line too.
I guess all this stuff really is a sign of how far we've come together.
Yeah, every little piece is its own treasure filled with memories.
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Raging cascade! Air thrust!
No
Freezing
further.
storm! Divine streak!
Ignite!
Divine streak! Here I go! And again! Lightning!
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance. The enemy wields
Hold
arms
on
too.
here! You'll soon see about that! This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes. A merry distraction.
There's still more to go! Air thrust! Magic is there! Air thrust! Blah blah blah! Air thrust! Cyan instant! Divine streak!
If it's in the sky, lay a finger on it.
I prefer it that way. Divine
What about you? Just what? See.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Step back! This one's all law!
I found... some equipment.
Let me take a look at it.
How much do they have to steal from us to be satisfied?
What's that thing's purpose, anyway? Some kind of siphon that sends the astral energy the Lords harvested to Lenegis?
Not as far as I'm aware. That said, it has become evident since the forming of the Renis Alma, as well as other recent events, that my insight may be thin. I would, as I believe the saying goes, take what I say with a grain of salt.
Dohalim.
At the very least, I believe we can assume that whoever is pulling the strings behind the scenes has had this in the works for quite some time.
Why's that?
The people on Lenegis may have plenty of resources at their disposal, but not even they could prepare something like that in a mere month. Something of that magnitude takes considerable time, as well as a predetermined goal in mind.
Then what was the crown contest for?
At this stage, I think it was but one step in the greater scheme we see unfolding before us. What that scheme is exactly, I haven't a clue. For now, I believe we should keep moving. The path continues. It's quite possible it will take us all the way to Cislodia.
Agreed. Let's keep moving.
So Shion's thorns are dark astral energy.
Rimwell.
Come to think of it, what happened to those 4 lights that fell from Lenegis along with the wedge?
All 4 of them scattered in different directions. It's anyone's guess where on Dana they might have landed.
I'm not entirely sure, but it seemed like those lights may have all been different elements of astral energy.
So even though they're using the wedge to siphon off energy from Dana, they're shooting it back down to Dana as well? Why?
I don't know. It all happened so suddenly.
Hopefully it's not a sign of some new threat we'll have to deal with.
But if that red woman has anything to do with the wedge, then what could that light...
It's weird, isn't it?
Oh?
The Red Woman. Shion and Dohalim said they'd never seen her before Pelagian.
Are you saying they're lying to us?
No, it's not that I think they're lying, just... there has to be some reason for it, right?
Well, one thing the 2 of them have in common is that they're both Renans.
Okay, you 2. Put a pin in it for now. I know that we're in the dark about a lot, but for now, let's focus on getting through these mountains.
Yeah, of course. Be a delicious piece of cake.
Damn it!
Air thrust! Air thrust! Annihilation! Air thrust! I never fail! Divine strength!
They need dirt!
Flying debris! Why can't they just sit still?
Shion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than
Looks
done.
like you came to my rescue again.
You need to be careful. With the blazing sword, and with my thorns.
Vanquish darkness! Do it! Shion! Astral energy! Full throttle! A flawless victory. Naturally. None...
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Azure Storm! Demon Fang! Double
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Magic is air! Air thrust! Blah, blah, blah. I can handle it. No more fire! Mega ray! Divine strength! Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Air thrust! Air thrust! Where are you going? Divine strength!
This one's mine!
Far enough! I'll heal you all!
Can you take it? I'm ready!
Alvin, astral energy!
Say no more. Got it.
Well done.
Demon Fang! Double
Healing circle.
No further! Demon Fang! Okay, here I go.
Radiant here. Divine Arc Field.
Could have been worse. Discourteous, aren't you?
Dance in the wind. Air thrust. Air thrust. Air thrust. Pierce evil. Divine streak.
Pesky airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for you truly. Get toasty.
Burn strike!
Searing flame. Vanquish darkness. There. Vanquish darkness. Annihilation.
Prepare to be sealed!
You got it. Glacial spear. Pierce evil. Free Lancer.
Heal!
Here I go.
Coming through! Ha! Melt! Scarlet Inferno!
There.
Elusive
Vanquish darkness.
Rotating pile driver!
Glacial spear.
Snake of the abyssal sea.
Divine streak. I never miss. Vanquish darkness.
Off-run serpent!
Divine Sion. Astral energy. Full throttle. A flawless victory. Naturally.
Ignite!
Whoa, hey, what is this?
In an instant! Impact Claw!
This calls for a celebratory drink.
It sure got cold all of a sudden after we passed the peak. La,
Yeah, we're getting close.
Coming through.
Dance in the wind.
I'll take you
Air
all
thrust. Air thrust. Go. Not on my watch. Divine streak.
Can't get out of this!
Divine streak.
Got fire.
I've got this. Let a marksman handle.
Go away! Hey! Blow them away!
If it's in the sky, it's mine.
you of your
Dance in the wind.
astral arts?
That's my cue.
Shut him down!
You get the gist. Where are you going? Blah, blah, blah. Divine hearing. Flame of fury.
This one's mine! Finish it!
Law, get toasty.
Burn strike! Finish it! Orochi's fury!
Healing circle. Wait.
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Right, here goes!
Dance in the wind.
Come
Air
one,
thrust.
come all! Air pressure!
Air thrust.
With the earth! Take this!
Divine. They're all coming after me.
I'm coming, Rimwell.
I'm not scared. I'm totally fine. I'm on a roll.
By mystic mercy.
You fight
In a
better at a
bind?
distance. The further away, the better. You and I both. Air thrust. Here's evil. Freeze Lancer. Dance in the wind. Where are you going? Magic is there. Air thrust. Vanquish darkness. Divine streak. Here's evil. Blah, blah,
Eat dirt!
blah. Divine streak.
Negative gate!
Looks like it could be worth something.
No choice!
Dance in the wind.
Here I come!
In here.
Devastation!
I'll be saving this one. Sleep now. Get out of there with the others. Magic is there. Cyclone. Blah, blah, blah.
Swallow blade!
Here I go. Where are you going? Blah, blah, blah. Divine streak.
I'm ready!
Astral energy.
Say no more! Got it!
Well done.
You're mine! Here I go!
Dance in the wind. One more. Sleep now. You get the job.
Double Demon Fang!
Air thrust.
Small. but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Resonate with the earth!
Feel it! This ain't coming easy! Sweet mom! Let's get you all tucked away! Cyclone! Air thrust! You get the gist! Another fist! You get the gist! Do it! Divine dopamine!
Light burst forth!
Radiant genesis! You don't mess around!
Certainly not.
Dance in the wind! Feel! Soaring blood! More for the stockpile!
The enemy wields
Feel.
arts too.
We'll soon see about that! Magic is on!
Too fast! Stand back! I'll trip it up.
You get the gist! You get the gist! Divine strength!
I'm ready!
Lost! Get toasty!
Bird strike!
Glacial spear! Dance in the wind!
Be still!
Air thrust! Magic is there! Air thrust line! Air thrust!
Soaring light spear!
We managed to pull through.
This'll make us even more formidable.
We made it to Cislodia.
We need to get that bridge down somehow.
It looks like we can control it from our side. Let's take a closer look.
Are you okay, Law?
Oh, fine. Just thinking. The past is a real downer. That's why I'm focused on what's ahead of me. You?
Yeah. I'm going to stay the path. As long as we're all together, I know we'll be all right.
Same here. Now let's get moving.
Oh, good. We can cross through here.
Stop! Who goes there?
My name is Alphen. We're not your enemies.
Did you say Alphen? Slap me silly, it really is you!
Forgetting someone?
Rimwell! Oh, glad to see you're doing okay.
What are you guys doing out here?
We're patrolling the realm. Never thought I'd bump into you all on my rounds, though. Heck, enough of me, though. What's going on up in the sky? Feels like the world's gonna end.
That's what we're trying to figure out ourselves. And as it happens, I've got a big favor to ask.
I had an inkling that's why you'd come back. As soon as I saw you in the distance. So you beat all the lords, huh? Damn, you really must be a hero.
I just did what I had to. So can you send anybody to help Ganeth Harros?
I think we can help out. I'll hit up the other resistance groups and rustle up some support. I doubt they'll have a problem sending people once I mention it's you who's asking.
Thanks. If you guys can help out, that'll give us a chance to do something about that wedge out in the ocean.
Yeah, I think that's something only you guys can handle. Speaking of which, that thing's out in the middle of the ocean. How do you even plan on reaching it?
By boat. We're about to go look for one.
No rest for the weary, I see. Hey, what happened to that mask you used to wear?
It's a long story. Let's just say I...
Sure never expected to run into Bregan.
Cislodia's probably in good hands with him.
Yeah, now we can focus on finding a ship.
A boat, huh? Where are we gonna find one of those? It's not the kind of thing people just leave lying around.
Especially not Renans. For an Imperial power, they never have shown much interest in maritime expansion. Still, I dare say there should be the odd small vessel here and there.
All well and good, but that structure's slap bang in the middle of the ocean. A fishing boat won't cut it.
Let's just try to find one that won't sink us halfway out, yeah? Not that it needs to be a huge galley like Almadria's or anything.
Just as well, since we've passed, let's see, literally 0 huge galleys.
All I know is we have to reach that thing in the ocean. Anything that might work, I say we try it. Thanks to Bregan, it seems like Ganeth Harros should be in good hands.
I wonder who they'll send to look after things. It'll be someone from one of the other resistance organizations.
They could do a whole lot worse than someone like Doc.
Wait, do you mean the old guy back in Calaglia? Ganeth Harros would be one hell of a trek from there.
My brother's old second-in-command, Legil, would be a perfect fit, too.
Mahag Sar will be the same story. They won't have the manpower as it is.
Man, everyone's still struggling to...
Knowing Bregan, he'll probably take things into his own hands. He seems like the kind of guy who enjoys a challenge.
Thinking back on it now, though, it does kind...
That's true. And each and every connection we forged is priceless.
It's... freezing.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
We've turned the tables on it.
There are still more left.
Right. No time to hold back.
You really do have quite the discerning eye. Let's dispose of the trash.
Resonate with the earth!
As impressive as always.
Ah, and here I hoped I was improving.
Hold up! Is this as valuable as I think it is?
We've reached our destination.
I'm exhausted.
This is perfect! I'll have everybody's mouths watering when they see this.
Kisara, let's talk for a bit. Thinking some more about how to realize your ideals?
No. Actually, I've been trying not to obsess about it as much as before. I find when I think too much about my ideals, I get hung up on the reality of things and lose sight of what's really important. I know what it's like to go hungry, to lose your family. That should be reason enough to fight for a better society, so nobody else has to. Sorry about that.
Even thinking about things will make you hungry after a while. You wait here. I'll go whip something up for you.
Thanks for the food.
What's so funny?
Nothing. Just impressed at how good of a cook you've become.
Well, we've been on this journey for a while now, so I've had more than a few opportunities to hone my skills.
Yeah, and now I have a good meal in me. There's a simple kind of happiness that comes with that, you know? One that's more powerful and convincing than complicated logic can be.
That reminds me of something Law said, about how talking too much doesn't put food in people's stomachs.
That sounds like Law. But it's true nonetheless. When you get down to it, all you really need is enough food to keep you full and to be surrounded by people you love. Everything else comes second.
Speaking of people you love, I haven't heard you talk about Miguel much lately.
Wow, okay. Way to make me feel like the worst sister ever. But you're right, I haven't. If I'm honest, I think it's because I finally found other people I love just as much. Whatever kind of society we end up having after this, it needs to be a place where I know you all can be happy. That's my starting point for now. Don't worry. Once I finish folding these clothes, I'll go to sleep. Before we go, do you guys have everything?
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Let's dispose of the trash. Dance in the wind!
Captivity!
Excellent technique. How are your weapons holding up? Best not to give me any ideas. Over so soon?
You can tell it's tough just looking at it.
Yeah, it'd probably mess us up good.
Art expert coming through! Air thrust!
Mine!
Divine Streak! Blah, blah, blah. Not in your dreams. Divine Streak! Blah, blah, blah. Divine Streak!
In a bind?
Darkness, here's a healing art. First aid!
Thanks, Shion.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. I'll do
Divine
better.
Streak! Blah, blah, blah. Magic air thrust! I'll smash you! Vanquish darkness! Here's a healing art.
Burn in hell!
Blah, blah, blah. First aid! Not in
Amazing.
your dreams. If it's in the sky, Divine Streak!
Fury!
You get the gist. Divine Streak! Dance in the wind!
Looks like you came to my rescue again.
You need to be careful.
Right back
With
at
the blazing sword and with my thorns.
Shion.
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Blah, blah, blah. Air thrust! Fever!
Ready and ready!
Divine Streak! Blah, blah, blah. Air thrust! Don't mind if I do. You get the gist.
Take this!
Divine Streak! Where are you going? Divine Streak!
I couldn't make it in time.
You get the gist. Air thrust! You get the gist. Air thrust! Blah, blah, blah. Air thrust! Blah, blah, blah. Air thrust! Blah, blah, blah.
Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down! Divine Streak! Healing circle!
See what I can do!
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Perhaps now isn't the time?
I really don't.
Blah, blah, blah. Air thrust requires
Easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
annihilation! Into the shadows! Air thrust! Magic is in! Here's a healing art! Vanquish darkness! Divine Streak! Freezing storm! Divine Streak! Where are you going? Blah, blah, blah. Air thrust! Don't mind if I do. Here's a healing art! Divine Streak!
No further!
Okay. Divine Streak! And that's my will!
Some punishment?
Here, let me help.
Not today!
The wind! Air here goes! Don't mind if I do. Divine! Blah, blah, blah. Magic! Divine! I'm sorry.
Rising Phoenix!
It's not too late to bow out.
I'm not looking to get our tails handed to us.
That's exactly why.
Back into the fray! Lightning! Still form! I'll bring...
Sorry. I didn't want to put you out.
What are friends for if we can't depend on one another?
You're right. I'll bear that in mind.
I'm ready! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Bring you back to This one's mine!
From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul
Divine
with
Streak!
light.
Here's a healing art!
Don't get carried away.
First aid! Dance in the wind! Here! Air thrust!
Resuscitation. In a bind?
Vanquish darkness! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Magic is there! Air thrust! Blah, blah, blah. Hold on to your arms. Here I come! Blah, blah, blah. Divine Streak!
Eat dirt!
Blah, blah, blah.
I mean, you're dead,
Divine
honey.
Streak!
Then tonight's meal is on you.
You got it. Know what to make.
Divine Streak!
Armor won't save you!
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Magic is there! Air thrust!
I'm ready!
Sion, astral energy! Full throttle! I'm on vanquish darkness! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Magic is there! Air thrust!
Watch yourself.
Nothing gets by me!
Incredible
I
power.
never miss! Blah, blah, blah! Air thrust!
Take this!
I'll bring you back Air thrust! You get the gist! Air thrust!
Too much.
Blah, blah, blah! Air thrust! You get the gist! You get the gist. Take this! You get the gist.
Stay away from my friend!
Dance in the wind!
Eat dirt!
Air thrust! Magic is out! Air thrust! You get the gist. Air thrust! Where you go? Blah, blah, blah. Divine Arch Field! Vanquish darkness! Close one! Dance in the wind!
Leave the chargers to me!
Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Blah, blah, blah! Air thrust! Dance! Take this! Air thrust! Magic is out! Air thrust! Take care of Pluto. Was I in over my head?